What's going on, you Photoshopisauruses? And let me get a little chip here. But as I said, welcome back to another video. I don't know if I already said that, but hey, welcome. So today there's not really gameplay. I think I put up enough last week. Yeah, it was last week, because today is Monday, at least if you watch at the date of upload. And yeah, everybody hates Mondays, so I'm gonna make that a little bit better. So about my uploading schedule, I mean, it's been a little bit crazy last time. Or lastly, every time I upload a video, it will be at 4 o'clock. So if there's not a video at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. GMT plus 1, like that. Search that out what that is on your time. And if you live near me, then it's the same. But like if you know me in real life, then that's pretty obvious. But if you're living somewhere else, then you gotta search it out. It's like Greenwich Mean Time plus 1, obviously. But yeah, today a little Photoshop tutorial. It's not gonna be one of my Photoshop tutorial series, though that episode will be out soon as well. If I don't know how I'm gonna be doing that, but I think it will be out as the same time as this one. But yeah, today we're looking at this effect, and it's like a background you can use. And you see it's got some 3D here with some glowing lines around it. And I had a background like this before. And yeah, so we're gonna learn I'm gonna show you how to add all these edges and whatnot. So first we're gonna need this background here. You can make it yourself one or other way, but you can find the file for this in the description. So yeah, download that one or choose one at your likings. Not in a different version of yeah, this text here. I have also the standard background of Lion, like Mac Lion OS. Just, you know what I mean. So you can choose anything you actually want. And what you're gonna do is get to your text tool and just give it a click on the canvas, and then just type your words. Okay, it's gonna initialize the text tool, I guess. Don't know what are you doing, Photoshop? What are you doing, Photoshop? Ah, I see. We're gonna just type something, and actually I want to mix it up a little bit for this font. So right now I'm using Terminator Real NFI. Just search that on Google if you like this font. It's just the font I use most, actually. And but I'm gonna choose a different font today, I think. Or nah, this is not what I want. It's not what I want. Stop it. Like this. What can we take? This good. Dodge Italic seems kind of nice, actually. Let's try something else. No. What are you doing? Let's just go to Batman. That's one. Oh, this one actually also looks pretty nice. I'm gonna stick with this one for now. I actually quite like it. So what we're gonna do again is okay, that was Skype. We're gonna move tool and make the text a little bit bigger, like this. It's fine like this. And again, I don't know if I said this already, but you do need Photoshop CS4, I guess. And I'm gonna turn Skype off pretty quick because that's annoying. But you do need Photoshop CS4 for this. But recommended is CS4 Extended, I believe, and recommended is Photoshop CS6. So what you want to do now is go to 3D and then new 3D extrusion from selected layer. On CS5, I work with that. CS5 Extended is 3D, repoussé, and then from text layer or something. You gotta figure that out. Now, then you gonna get in CS5. You're gonna get a window, and it's pretty. 3D is not as easy in CS5 as it is in here, CS6. Now we do have okay, let's just reset that. Now we do get this 3D workspace. You see, we have the X and Y axis, and I now have selected the Move tool, and here are the contents. Let me just, oh, I had hit the text there. So we have the environment, scene, current view, the text, and the light. Now, actually, some of these are like you can't uncheck them, so it's not really you not gonna need this for this one. You're just gonna need this, the Tracker Master and the Infinite Light, and the current view. You gotta just like adjust it. So here above you have these move tools. Now you can do all kinds of stuff with that. You can like do this. You can make it like move it around. You can make it smaller and bigger. Yeah, that's it, smaller and bigger. And but I'm gonna stick with let's just move it around a little bit to the right, and then to this move tool. I just like adjusted the angle, so you can do that. And what you can do now is go to Tracker Master here, and then you're gonna watch this here. If you do not have this, you have to double click on this. Let me just hide this. Can I hide this? Close. If I double click on this, it will appear. So yeah, if it's not there, just double click on the layer, not on the text, because then you will rename it. So make sure you click somewhere here. Now, what we can do now, we can add all kinds of effects. Now here we have presets. We have like really weird ones. These, yeah, you can use them for some stuff, but not the thing we're gonna be using. It's just like really weird, but it's definitely worth and like to check it out. And what we're gonna be using is actually, let's just keep it like this, and then we can go in CS5. You can like use these presets, but here we're gonna just go to this tab here, and then you see here it will add a bevel. Now what this actually does is you can edit it like this, but I prefer it with the other menu here. Let me just try it out. I'm just trying. Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. No, we're not gonna do it with this. Now here's the bevel, and what you actually want to change is the width. Now if you change that, you will see you get like a like really change on the text. And on the previous one I used 100%, but with this text layer here I actually like 34%. I think that's okay. 34, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it's okay like this. Let's just actually mess around with these or not. Looks actually not all too bad. I'm just messing around. Just you can do that. Actually, like this, it looks pretty nice. Let's just keep it like this, and if we fuck it up, then we can just go back. But so if you want to add some color to this, what you want to do is you want to go to the T here, and then go to text, and then give it a color you want. You can choose blue, green, anything you actually want. And I'm gonna stick with this a little bit darker, a little bit less contrast. I like this one. This looks about fine. Then you can also add the lightning now, or the lightning. Haha. Now what you want to do is click on the light, and then you can just like move the light around, and you will. It's not that visible on this layer here, but you can like see the shaders, the shades like move. I'm gonna make like the lights coming from below, because we're looking from below. And let's see, there's also something I just found, and that was with shadows. Oh yeah, you gotta go into the infinite light, and then you can uncheck the shadows. Now, sometimes, yeah, I think, I don't know what I did, but I would put off shadows here because it's like it's coming from space. It's like somewhere in the air or not. But you know what I mean, I guess. You can put that out. You can put it on. I think here it doesn't make too much difference actually. And I do not like that color. I changed my mind, so I'm gonna make it a little bit darker and a little bit more intensive. It's okay like this. Let's just stick with this. So what we did, we added the bevel with a little bit of a strange line, and yeah, that's about it here. Now the angle, you can change that, but I just keep it at 45 degrees. Strength, now we're not gonna mess with that. Okay, so to finish this 3D layer, because now if you would take a closer look at it, I'm just gonna, yeah, you see it's really pixelated. Now what you wanna do is click this icon here with the window with a block in it, and what it will do, it will start rendering the text. Now first of all, it will look pretty weird and like what the fuck is going to happen. So what you wanna do is like grab yourself a drink, something to eat. Because it's going to take a while, dependent on your computer. So yeah, prepare your anus for that. You can do it without. You don't have to do it, but it just looks a lot nicer if you render it. So yeah, we're gonna see again in a bit. So yeah, we finished rendering, and as you can see, it's a lot more smooth now. There is still a bit of noise there, but if you want like pure 3D, then just use a different program. For me, this is okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click layers here, and we're gonna start adding in those lines. Now what you're gonna do is Shift Command N, that's to make a new layer, or just click this icon here. It will do basically the same thing. And what you wanna do now is select the pen tool with the letter P, or just click on it. And this is like nice to make paths and path. Okay. You know what I mean, and it doesn't use pixels to define where it's going, but it uses math. Now you don't have to do any math, but the computer does that for you. But just nice to know. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna click out somewhere outside the canvas, and then somewhere inside the canvas, and then underneath the text, and then just click and hold. And with that, you can actually define or direct where the text or the line is going. I didn't like that one there too much. I'm always like I don't like this. Now if you want to just change the angle, like if I click here, I want to go up here. If I do that, it will do something like this, and if I do it like this, it will just like look pretty weird. What you want to do is press Alt, and then go over this, and it will change to the little arrow. Now with this, you can just directly change it. It will make like a little check mark, so I actually don't like that. So I think for me this is okay. Yeah, it's fine. And what you're wanna do now? You don't have to, but you can. Just like add this little hill in here. It's fine like this, you know. And then like this. Okay, it's fine. For me, it's fine. I'm not gonna change anything about it. You can of course make it at your likings, and yeah. So wow. So if you press Alt, you can just like change the angle and whatnot on this thing. So yeah, just try around with that. And what you want to do now is you want to go to your brush tool, and you want to select this here, and that will give you a lot of presets. You're just going to choose this one and set the pixel the size down to 6. I could just type it in, but yeah, this one here, this one with the edges, and then 6. Now if you do not have that, then just click on this here, and then check shape dynamics, make sure everything's set to 0, and then you will have basically the same thing. What you do now is go back to your pen tool, then right click and go over stroke path. Make sure the brush is selected, simulate pressure off, and then press OK, and it will fill the line with your foreground color. So if you wanted any other to be any other color, then just change the foreground color by clicking on it before you fill the stroke path, the path here obviously, and then just change it. But in my example here, I also have something like with changing lines. I didn't do that because I didn't like it. I liked this more. So if you want to do this, we're gonna do it the way I did this, and you just gotta change up colors. I will show you. Now what you want to do is create a new layer, go back to your brush, and make the brush a lot bigger. Let's just do 180 pixels, will do. Change your foreground color to any color you want. With this one, I actually wonder how green works out. I'm gonna go with this cyan green. If you want it, 00FF0 0, okay, 00FF00. Damn. Now what you want to do is go over the general path here, and if you want to mix the colors up, just click somewhere else now, get yourself blue, and then continue there. It doesn't have to be so precise, so just like you could do this, it doesn't really matter. And then you can here do the same thing with other colors, but as I said, I'm gonna stick to my general green. It's not the same. 00 what? 00FF00. There, so and we're gonna go over the path again, here too, and here, and that's fine. And what we're doing now is, before we do anything else, go back to this layer. I just forgot this. Go back to a pen tool, hit enter. That will remove the lines, so it might be handy to actually make a backup from this layer before you remove the paths by hitting Command J. That will duplicate the layer. And now go back to layer 3 and hit Alt, and then you will see this little box, and you gotta go between these layers, hit Alt, and then you will see this little box, and if you click that, the green will actually stay in the layer below. So with that you can make a nice, I think you know what I mean ish thing. Now what we're gonna do next is we see the lines here dodging behind the text, and what you want to do with that, just reset your colors by hitting that little icon there, go back to your brush, and go to layer 2, so the lines layer, and let's just call this color. And when you're on lines, hit this little icon here next to the FX, and it will create a layer mask. I explained that in the next Photoshop tutorial. I think you see, I just explain it when the second one will be up. But what you want to do now is, this is a little bit too big. Set the hardness to 21%, about 21% is okay. And what you want to do is zoom in a little bit. You can do that with the zoom tool. Where is it? It is right here. Or just, if you have a trackpad, just zoom in. And what you want to do, you want to go about the general line. You want to remove the big parts. Now here the line goes under, over. Let's just make this go under, and here too, and here too. Gonna see how that works out actually, and here it's fine. So you get the general idea. And does this look good? Yeah, it does, except this here. I didn't like this, but anyways, I didn't. Yeah. So what you want to do now is zoom in even more, and set the hardness to about 73 is okay, 75 doesn't matter. Resize the brush a little bit so it's a little bit smaller, and then just smooth off these edges. And the reason I use my mask tool is because if I do this here, then with the how's it called? It is called a eraser. I just can't. I just didn't come up with a name. But with the eraser, you have to undo that, just like hit Command Z. I don't like that. I'm just gonna hit use this white to bring back the line. I also explained that in my next Photoshop tutorial. And then it goes over, and then here we're gonna select black again. Like this. Looks fine to me. Then with the S here, the same thing. That's about right. I don't actually know why I did that there. Actually can stay back there. This looks pretty nice, like it's going back there. And then we actually, it goes, that looks pretty nice, or not? Gonna check that out. Do I like that? No, I actually do not like it. This really annoys me. But I should have done that earlier. And I'm not gonna change again. So yeah, just go over the general. Yeah, that looks about right. And I keep getting to my dog. So this looks about right, so you get the idea. Just like mask off the parts where you don't want to be. Again, if I go back to it to white, it will bring back these lines. So you can do that. So now we are almost finished. Yeah. What we're going to do now is add a glow to these lines because they're a little bit stiff right now. So what you want to do is just click on this here, just like it selects the layer, not the mask. Go back to your move tool. I just like to do that. And right click on the layer and then choose blending options, and then go to outer glow. In other versions of Photoshop it's somewhere else, I guess. In Photoshop CS5 it's somewhere here. Then you want to select a different color. I'm just gonna pick a green like this. Yeah, a little bit darker. It's okay. Like this. And the size, and you're just gonna move around with the size and spread. And oh, and there's a little bit. No, it's not what I wanted. And then the opacity a little bit lower. So you get this glow here. Just like move it and yeah, transform it at your likings. And I actually choose for the little bit brighter one. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'm okay with this one. No, this gives too much effect. Too much effect. This looks about right. It just like gives a little bit glow off. And we're going to, and that is not even there. So that actually concludes it for this tutorial then. Oh no, it's color overlay we have to turn on. So yeah, I did like stumble a little bit, I think, but you get the general idea what you have to do. Just like make the text, 3D layer, render it, then add the path in. Try not to make sharp edges because they irritate me. I don't know how it's with you, but they do irritate me. But yeah, if you liked this tutorial and it was helpful, I'm glad I could make your day a little bit better, I think. I don't know. It was also a little bit longer tutorial, I guess. I don't know what's the end time is. What the end time is. But anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys around. Bye. I said guys again.